Hello, good people of the internet. It's new content from my content, and I am worried. I am worried because we are living in the age of social sensitivity, and because of that, everything changes around us. Things we see on TV, movies, stories told, characters in these stories. Everything has to change because we have new set of rules. Are those changes for the better? Well, not always. Recently, there has been a poster of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 released. And truth be told, I like Guardians of the Galaxy. Previous two movies, I found them very enjoyable, and in my opinion, Guardians of the Galaxy, this franchise still hasn't been overrun by woke, by virtue signaling, by diversity preaching, all this kind of stuff. So hopefully the third movie will be good. But when I saw the poster, I became a bit skeptical. Here it is. Apparently every character from previous two movies will be present, and there will also be a dog, looks like it. So we have everyone here, everybody we know. However, take a look at this guy on the right, first from the right. Oh yeah, it's not a guy, it's Nebula. Look, I personally love this character. Nebula has always been one of my favorite, absolute favorite characters in the whole MCU. This is one of the earlier posters. This is how she usually looks like. She has always been a badass. She knew how to kick ass. She also had a very deep storyline. She was emotional. Her relationship with her sister and with Thanos, those were very good stories. But in the previous movies before Endgame, she was also always very feminine. Now look at both characters, look at the character on the left, on the new poster. You can see that this character has been very changed. She is quite different. She almost has no female traits here. Her figure is different, her chest is also different. So I'm just wondering, why like this? Why this change has been done? And look, maybe it's because of the style of that poster. Maybe it's for comedy values, because like people on this poster are presented in a bit, exaggerated way. Like Star-Lord, for example, has a t-shirt there. So maybe it's because of that. I'm not saying there is any hidden agenda below that, but I'm a bit worried right now. And look, you may think of me whatever you want, because I already hear people saying, oh, you are not happy with this picture because you are one of these creeps on the internet who is watching female heroes and I don't know, who likes pleasing yourself or something. You could be farther from the truth. I am really genuinely worried, because if what is here on the picture is true, it indicates a much bigger problem. Take a look at this classic Nebula scene from Avengers Endgame. See how she walks, how she talks, how she behaves.
It's awesome.
Rhodey, careful on re-entry. There's an idiot in the landing zone.
Truth be told, I'm still not very entirely certain what that meant, why she was so asshole towards the Ant-Man. He was just sitting there, right? And she basically called him an idiot for no reason, but that's beside the point. Apart from that very scene, Nebula has always been like a very interesting personality. And don't get me wrong, maybe the movie will still be great It hasn't been released yet, so we don't know that. We don't know what the message will be of the movie, right? What the story will be. So we can only assume something. And maybe I'm just exaggerating things. That's also possible. However, like I said, if Nebula is going to look like this in the movie, that indicates something much more serious. There has been a trend in modern media, like in comic books, in movies, to strip female characters from their femininity. Take a look at this, for example. This is a page from Conan, which after Twitter backlash created by left-wing people, of course, it has been changed. See? This half-naked lady was dressed, because apparently right now the picture on the left is too revealing for modern audiences. It means we are going to have established characters changed just because of a modern sensitivity. This is how the character of Captain Marvel used to look like in the past, and this is how she looks now in comic books. And some of you may say that, yeah, in the past, female heroes, they were over-sexualized on comic book pages. And you even may be right with this. I'm not going to even argue with that. However, as you can see, right now we have 180 flip. We cannot show any feminine features on female characters, apparently. Yes, this is the aftermath of a certain Harvey person who used to do you know what and was finally caught and prosecuted for that. However, like I said, modern day and age, social sensitivity has become so high, the level became so high that apparently we cannot even think of females as females. At least that's what I take from situations like this. Look, in my opinion, it may create a bigger problem, which is emotional detachment from characters that we see. Because if in one movie we see characters looking certain way and then in another one completely different, even probably without any reason given, just because we live in different age than when previous movie was released, we lose emotional connection with characters like this. Do you remember what happened, for example, to Luke Skywalker, how different he was in the latest trilogy than in the original one? And do you remember the backlash it created? And these movies turned out, Star Wars movies stopped being really profitable and popular because we see these characters completely changed. They didn't behave like in previous movies. Because when we attach ourselves emotionally to a character that we see on a screen, or we read on comic book pages, and then we see them being changed, like I said, for no apparent reason, we lose that attachment. That is someone else. That is a completely different person. I'm not even certain right now if this is the Nebula I used to really love as a person and character in MCU. So, if characters are too feminine for modern audiences, at least according to Hollywood writers, and Hollywood writers are going to change these characters so drastically, well, this doesn't bode well for the future of MCU, for the future of storytelling, and for the future of entertainment altogether. Of course, maybe I am just being a little bit paranoid, maybe it will be very innocent, maybe it's just a different type of poster, maybe, we'll see. I am very curious to what you have to say, so feel free to leave a comment. That's it for today. See you soon. That was new content from my content. Till next time. Cheers. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, drop a like and press the notification bell so you won't miss anything I upload. And if you didn't enjoy this, hell, subscribe anyway. At least you will know when there is a new video to actively hate.